guys, it's Juliet. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this summery kind of glittery, festival-y kind of look. I was inspired by the warm weather that we're having finally, and I just wanted to create this fun little look for you. And yeah, keep on watching. So to get started on this look, we're going to start with the eyebrows. Actually, no, we're going to start with moisturizing the face because we want a solid base so our skin doesn't dry out from all the makeup on it. I'm going to be using this Aveeno Clear Complexion moisturizer, just a couple pumps to cover the face. Next, we're going to fill in the eyebrows. I'm going to be using this eyebrow pencil by L'Oreal in Brunette. And to darken them up, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder in medium brown. And I'm going to be using an angled brush like this one to make them darker. Before I carve them out with concealer, I'm going to put primer on my face so the concealer will stick to my face just like the foundation will. So I'm going to be using my Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. This is my all-time favorite. It's like the POREfessional plus like the attackier kind of one to make the makeup stick to your face, which is really good. This is what you want. It gives me like no pores. It like makes my skin look so smooth, and I love it. And now I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade 20 Sand to carve out my brows. To do this, I use like a flat shader brush like this, and I just put it on the back of my hand and just go for it. I know eyebrows are supposed to look like sisters and not twins, but mine are looking like distant cousins right now. Oh my goodness. But okay. We're going to move on to the eyes, and to prime, I'm going to be using my Lorac Eye Primer. And to set that, I'm going to be using shade Skull in the Pastel Goth palette by Kat Von D. I'm going to be taking like a flat brush, and I'm just going to pat it on. Setting the primer that you use helps the eyeshadows blend, like especially the crease colors when you want to build them up. And also if you use like concealer or like matte soft ochre paint pot, if you set it, then it won't crease or clump as much like in your eye, so it won't like move around. And I know you look a little crazy right now, but you won't soon. So for the transition color, I'm going to be using Clementine in the Pastel Goth palette. And I'm going to be taking the Morphe E27 Fluffy Blending Brush, and I'm just going to be applying that into my crease pretty high up because this is the transition shade, and just building it up. And now I'm going to go into the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to take this color and this color and softly blend that into the crease using kind of the same size fluffy brush, but just a little bit smaller. And this is I have no idea what brand this is, but I'm going to be using it. Now keep this color kind of lower on your closer to your crease and not so much to your brow bone, because it's a little bit darker and you want that blend. And now I'm going to be brightening up that crease color with some pink. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here with the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to be taking just a little bit of it, tapping off the excess, and just kind of placing it on the outer V and blending it into the crease. So again, you're just placing it on the outside, putting most of the product there, and then dragging it a little bit into the lower crease. On the same Morphe M433 brush, you're going to take the hottest pink in the palette, this one right here, and you're just going to apply that mostly to the outer V and just slightly dragging it inwards. And if you feel like your face is a little too pink, you can go back into that orangey pink shade and just kind of blend it into the pink. So I am now satisfied with my blend. It's very pink, but don't worry. We will be fixing that with some yellow on the lid. Once you're satisfied with your blend, I'm going to be taking my NYX eyeshadow base. It's a white shade in shade 01, and I'm just going to be taking that brush that I carved out my brows with, and I'm going to be using that to carve out my crease. So with this, you want to immediately set it because otherwise it starts cracking. So I'm going to go take a flat brush, kind of poofy, but like a little flat, and I'm just going to make sure my eye base isn't cracking, and I'm going to take the yellow matte shade in the Morphe 35B and just set it. Now to lighten this up a little bit, I'm going to be taking Star from the Pastel Goth palette, and I'm just going to use my finger and just place it more towards the center of the cut crease. So then I'm going to take the Morphe M433 brush without cleaning it, and I'm going to blend over the edge of the cut crease so it has like a more seamless blend into the crease color. I'm going to be using like circular motions to get a good blend. So now for the fun part where we're going to outline the cut crease with some glitter liner, and I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Liner in Glam Rock. It's the silver, but I'm going to be doing this off camera because it's kind of hard to get it like as perfect as I want, like when I'm like on camera. So I'm going to be like up close to the mirror so I can make sure that I'm on the line, making sure everything's nice and precise and perfect. And for liner, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in shade Black. But I'm going to be doing this off camera again because I want to make sure my wings are nice, sharp, and even. So lately I've been loving the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundations. Like, they last all day, they make my skin look flawless. And I'm in shades 103 and 105, and I kind of just mix them together to give me like that skin color that I am. And yeah, they're perfect and I love them. I just do like one squeeze of that and one squeeze of the other, and I just kind of dot it on my face and blend with the beauty blender. And with the damp beauty blender, I'm going to just dab that on my face. Just like, look at that coverage. Yes. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Makes my skin look super flawless. Cover those blemishes. Cover that hyperpigmentation. Don't forget to blend down your neck so you don't look ridiculous and like you're wearing a mask. So you just want to blend that down. And then taking the concealer in shade 20, highlight under the eyes, on the bridge of your nose, between your eyebrows, and a little bit on your forehead. So that's like where the natural light hits it, on your chin, and a little bit where the mustachio area. And then I'm going to be using the Fit Me Concealer in shade 15, just a little bit under the eye to give that little extra brightness. And then I'm going to be taking the pointy end of the Beauty Blender and just blending all that out. And now I'm going to be taking Airspun and setting under my eye, my forehead, and my chin. And I will be baking using this kind of dense angled brush that you just kind of are able to pick up a lot of powder and be able to set it where you want. So yeah, we are going to be baking, putting a lot of that powder there. You're going to look a little funny, but that's okay. And now I'm going to be taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in Medium Plus, and I'm going to be taking a huge powder brush like this, and I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation. And wiping off my forehead and chin bake, not the one underneath my eye. I want that to stay there so it really sets under the eye because I get really bad creases under my eye. Now I'm going to take this Laura Mercier bronzer in 03. I actually love this bronzer. Like, I want to buy the full size of it. I have the little travel size, but I love it. It's probably my favorite bronzer. I'm just going to take it on a really big angle brush and just bronze up my face a bit. This brush like kind of broke. Ugh. See, it like broke, so I have to like hold it like this, which is kind of annoying, but it's whatever. It's one of my favorite bronzer brushes, so I'm just going to use it. Bronze up the forehead, the neck a little bit. And then I'm going to take this little tiny blending brush, and I'm going to go back into the bronzer and just contour the nose. Like, this bronzer just blends so nicely, like, oh, it's beautiful. And it's like this perfect shade that's not too orangey warm, but it's not too, like, cool tone brown either. It's like a good mix. And now I'm just going to take this Morphe E3 brush and just kind of wipe that powder away from underneath my eye. So for contour, I'm going to be using my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. And I'm going to use a kind of dense angled brush. Like, for the bronzer, I used a fluffy angled brush. I want to use like a smaller one, so I'm able to get a sharper line. And I want to put more of the color back here and just lightly bring it forward. And always blend up when you do contour and bronzer. Once you're satisfied with your contour, you want to go for a blush. And I don't know what kind of blush I want to use. I think I'm going to use this Milani blush in shade Rose d'Oro because it's very light, it's very shimmery, Kind of goes with this kind of like summery look. And I'm going to be taking this giant fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to lightly dust my cheeks with this beautiful blush color. And for highlight, I'm going to be using this Artist Couture Diamond Glow powder in Cocoa Bling. Oh my god, guys, this highlighter is insane. Let me just get a fan brush. I'm going to be using the Morphe M310. Nice fan brush, and I'm just going to get not even a lot, just like a little bit. I'm taking the lid that has some extra powder in it. I'm just going to, oh my goodness, like, oh, look at that. That's almost too much. Oh my god. And they say there's no such thing as too much highlight. Like, that is insane. Can't forget to highlight the Cupid's bow and my nose. And I'm also going to be using this to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. So I'm just going to take this pointy-ish brush, and I'm just going to, same thing, take the lid of the Artist Couture, because you don't want an overwhelming amount on your brow bone, because sometimes it like shows like the extra flyaway hair, so you don't want too much on your brow bone. You want just enough, and then if you're in the corners, you can go ham. You can do as much as you want, because I love me a bright inner corner. Now, before I move on to lashes and lips, I'm going to do my under eye, and I'm just going to take Clementine from the Pastel Goth palette again, using a small blending brush, and I'm going to buff that underneath my eye. And now I'm going to set my face, and then I'm going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay makeup setting spray. I'm just going to lightly set my face. So this is my first time trying these Vegas Nay lashes. I do have some thoughts on them. They are very dramatic and thick. Like, I probably would never wear these unless I was going like somewhere where I really needed my eyelashes to stand out. Like, I prefer this Sephora brand one, even the Huda Beauty ones in Sophia, I believe. These are just very dramatic, and also the band is really inflexible, so it took me a really long time to like bend it to fit my eye, and the glue that came with it did not work at all. I had to use a Sephora brand glue. But overall, like, they look pretty nice. Now that they're on, I feel like they're gonna stay on, but they are very dramatic. My goodness. And now I'm just going to use this mascara, which I use to blend my natural lashes to these lashes. I'm just gonna use that on my lower lash line. And for lip color, I think I'm going to use, I think I'm gonna use Sandy B by MAC. It's a really, really pretty pink that's a little sparkly. It kind of goes with this whole like summery look. So there's that lip we can do. Or if you want to go like with a festival-y kind of like thing, I have just the thing. Let me just wipe this off and I'll change it up. So I'm going to take Gemini by Jeffree Star, and I'm going to put that on the outer edges of my lips. And then I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills one in Milkshake, this liquid lipstick. I'm going to put it on the center and blend it out. So you have a nice gradient there. And then I'm going to go back in with the Heavy Metal liner. This is now a trend. I'm going to do a line right there. And there you go. That's your look. Oh my god, these lashes, I really don't know how I feel about them. I do not like these lashes at all. But yeah, here is the completed look. Not bad. Do not like these lashes. They kind of cover up my masterpiece, but here you have it. Thank you so much for watching. And like and subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, and comment any looks you want below. And yeah, see you next video. Bye.